my highly respected colleagues, it is indeed with great honor and privilege that I rise before you to respectfully lead the debate on the general principle of the bill for an act to establish the Nigerian Marine Development Bank. Honorable colleagues, you may recall that this bill was read for the first time in this Hallowed Chamber on Tuesday, 2nd June 2016. Mr. Speaker, sir, maritime transport is essential to the world's economy, as over 90% of the world trade is carried by sea, and it is by this far the most effective way to move huge volumes of goods and raw material around the world. From a very broad perspective, maritime activities have a key role to play in the alleviation of poverty and creating wealth, if well funded. This is because it constitutes an important source of income and employment for many people in the maritime nation of the developing world, including Nigeria, in the form of supply of sea goods, sea-going personnel, labor for ship recycling, ship owning and operating, shipbuilding and repairs, as well as port services, among others. Therefore, if maritime transport or maritime-related activities are threatened or become terribly insecure, it can have serious impact on the nation's economic growth. Mr. Speaker, sir, highly respected colleagues, shipping sector require long-term funding. Credit financing is shrinking, and no bank is interested in long-term investment, waiting for a long period of return on investment. The cabotage vessel financing fund cannot fund all projects that are required in the industry to achieve a better goals expected in a modern-day maritime industry. This is where the active role of financial institutions has become utterly necessary, as this requires developing confidence in the sector to attract the lenders and investors. Therefore, the financial system must be strengthened to encourage long-term financing. Mr. Speaker, sir, highly respected colleagues, maritime investment is highly capital-intensive and required to boost investors' understanding of the market, the potentials, concessionaires, incentives, among others. The establishment of Maritime Development Bank has become necessary to assist the industry for various investment portfolios that exist therein, and in turn will improve the nation's economy and create more jobs. This bill seeks to establish the Marine Development Bank with powers, among other things, to carry on the business of marine credit insurance and for matters connected therewith. It is a well-known fact that maritime investment is highly capital-intensive and requires long-term funding. Therefore, the active role of financial institutions has become necessary to attract investment. My conclusion, sir, I believe this is a very straightforward bill that seeks to harness economic growth through a sustained and vibrant maritime sector. I therefore appeal to you, my dear honorable colleagues, to support this laudable bill to sustain the future of Nigerian economy through maritime transport for secular reading for a safe and smooth passage with the speed of light. Thank you.
Those against it, say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk is invited to read the long title of the bill.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for an act to establish the Nigerian Marine Development Bank with power, among other things, to carry on the business of marine credit insurance and for other related matters. Second reading.